Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Stone International Wellness Center podcast. I'm so glad you are joining in today. So, when you are joining, don't forget to go ahead and hit the share button, okay? This episode is so important, and I know that you do not want to miss it. I have right here with me our holistic practitioner, Amanda Chin. Ding, 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 ding. Yes.
What are we talking about today?
Oh
Our
my.
favorite topic.
Yes. What is it?
Cupping.
Cupping. Cupping. Okay, everyone. You know what? It is so struggling for me to share about cupping without understand that so many have come before us and paved our way to be where we are today.
Correct.
So I know that 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago, that's when Michael Phelps come out on his back on the Olympic, and that's when everybody understand a little bit about cupping.
Correct.
Well, you know what? I am QC. We are here at Stone International Wellness Center, and I have been a holistic practitioner for over 39 years doing just that, traditional fire cupping. And as many of all of our Western world never accepted it, I'm glad Michael Phelps came out with it. And that's how we become known so much today.
Correct.
So there's many different type of cupping.
Yeah. Let's talk about what is dry cupping first. What is
Right.
dry cupping?
So, okay, let's talk just a little bit. I know that our patient asking, okay, wait a minute, what is cupping? Excuse me. It's talking about what is cupping. Cupping is where they use a regular jar to vacuum your skin into that cup. So cupping could be used plastic, could be used where the handheld, so many people go to Amazon, buy cupping set and so on.
Pump one.
And so, and in fact, that's what Michael Phelps have, a pump cupping by hand. However, it is a real cupping come from, where do you think the cupping come from, yeah?
China.
Oh, that's what our a lot of our patients say, and so she just say that, but literally she know better than that. Cupping is originated from Egypt, okay? It is where people using an animal antlers and use a fire to vacuum, boil, and poison and toxic out of people disease. That's where it started. Later on, however, it did migrate to China and then Southeast Asia. But so when people think about cupping, they automatically thinking about, oh my God, it come from China.
Yep.
And so that's why I meant to say China, because that's exactly what all of our patients, when they come, that's what they say, oh yeah, we want to do those cupping that's from China, but it's actually come from Egypt. And after migrated from Southeast Asia, come from an animal antlers. In our Chinese community, we start using bamboo.
Yes.
And how we sterile the bamboo is to boil the bamboo, so that's way it can kill all the bacteria. And then after that, we like, oh, it's kind of unsanitary, so let's do glass jars.
Yes.
And so as of today, that there's a glass jars, but there's so many different type of cupping out there, but we do a traditional method, very natural, holistic way here at Stone International Wellness Center, which is using fire cupping. So fire cupping and dry cupping and wet cupping. And I know that a lot of our patients even come here that in our Muslim community, the follower Muhammad, he used wet cupping to treat his chronic disease or treating him. So people come in here and it's one of those things we call jama, she called jama. But literally, we do fire cupping and wet cupping. But the jama, the way back then, where he do it, or a lot of patients travel everywhere and get wet cupping, where people cut on them. And we don't cut. No,
Yep.
right? Because
Dry cupping, you don't cut. But wet cupping, you cut.
Yes.
Yep.
People cut.
Yeah.
But as being a holistic practitioner for over 39 years, we understand it. We know that how unsanitized that could be. So therefore, we do not cut here at Stone International Wellness Center. And so instead, we follow our QI, which is our meridian,
Yep.
right?
Correct.
And if you know the correct channels, the chi channels, the QI channel, you then immediately follow that, and that's how we create wet cupping for our patient. But after the wet cupping, most facility do not have a mean or the way to do anything, so they literally, okay, wipe it off with alcohol and put some cream on it. But here, we drained it properly. We have equipment because we believe in modern holistic health.
Right.
So we dry it, we heal it, and then we put the right advanced cream on it to be able to heal that wet cupping. So therefore, a lot of our patients never have scar or any side effect after. But we don't do wet cupping on just anybody.
Yep.
Just only when patient are require or patient have
Chronic disease.
yes, have chronic disease, or even their physician have sent over and say, QC, you know, they have this, and I think that they really need to require to flush those toxins out of
So
the body.
what is the benefits for both?
Well, you know what? Both is benefit. The wet cupping, it is most definitely benefit for patient with chronic disease. So, for instance, we have a patient come in here that have CVI problem, which is chronic venous insufficiency. And with that being said, with that, this patient, he is having infection with his leg for over 8 years. You know, he just walk only one leg, and even doctor recommended for him to get amputated and so on. So with this type of patient, we recognize and wanted to do wet cupping to get all the toxicity out of the patient body. And with that, then we heal it, drain it. These patients come see us every single day for 4 months. I mean, every single week for 4 months. And then
So he can keep his legs, so he don't have.
he don't have to get amputated.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so
Incredible.
amazing, you know. And so with patient like that, or we have another patient that have, you know, very severe and chronic liver disease, or high liver enzymes, or some patient that have with lymphedema, you know, so many of different chronic disease, we can do that. But the thing is that again and again over, we always said your food is your medicine. So whatever we do, you have to do the part and follow. And that's when we send a lot of real food. Like here,
In our hand, there's a bag of beans.
yeah,
That like 50% of what we the clinic can do for you, and 50% of what you input in your mouth.
that's right.
So now let's talk about the beans, QC. What's
Yeah,
in
so
the beans?
these
so
is
important to our body.
okay. And whilst ago, you were so funny. You talk about fart. Let's talk about bean. That people like bean. That's the first thing people say is bean making you fart. But really, here we have organic beans that we can teach you how it would not release gas.
Yes.
So in here, we custom build all different things inside the bean to help you with different type of chronic disease. So I'm just so
It's also
excited.
including all the spice and seasoning on it
and
too.
everything. All you
So
got to do is just throw in the pot and ready to go.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, everyone. I'm so glad you guys get a chance to go in here and learn a little bit about dry cupping and wet cupping. I cannot wait to share more of your question and answer and different topic in the next episode. So be sure to go like and subscribe on all our social media platform as well as our YouTube channel. I am looking forward to be with you, and I know Amanda are too. Are you?
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.